Well, in one corner, one of the most popular sites on the internet. On the other, one of the most powerful men in the Senate. Connecticut Independent Democrat Joe Lieberman. He is asking Google to take down dozens of videos that have been posted on YouTube. Videos like this one. I have seen them myself, and they are disgusting.
Out of business. The group Democracy in Action says the newfound safety bills were sponsored by agribusiness giants Monsanto, Cargill, Tyson's, and ADM. Under the bills, the Department of Agriculture would be able to order organic farmers what to feed their animals, how to medically treat them, and what toxic sprays to use. There would also be penalties beyond the ability of most small farmers to pay. Buried in the bills are regulations that criminalize all aspects of organic farming by listing them as sources of seed contamination. The bills would industrialize farms, force farmers to buy chemicals and drugs, and or face $500,000 in penalties.
Morning, Senator.
Morning to you, Megan.
I just want to let our viewers know that we have a couple of these videos. We have edited them to not show the most violent parts. Why won't they remove all of these, Senator?
I don't know. I think that they haven't given me a good answer. We found that the #1 growing place and means by which people in America can become radicalized is the internet. And these terrible tapes, which are recruiting tapes and manuals about how to carry out terrorist acts. And so that's why I turned to YouTube and said, hey, you got a responsibility according to your own community guidelines. Get this stuff off of there. They took down 80, but they left up a bunch of others, and honestly, I can't understand why. They might argue that that's free speech too, although frankly I would say that the entire purpose of all these websites is to incite violent acts against the United States.
Yeah.
You know, we got a first responsibility to protect ourselves. No society wants to provide so much freedom that it amounts to a kind of suicide pact.
Right.
And that's why I'm going to continue the pressure on Google and YouTube, and if necessary, see if we can come up with a law.
I mean, not trying to be dramatic about it. When the internet was invented, everybody fell flat in their face. They were so thrilled, and the world began to do business in a different way. Now, both that ads every day saying that the Department of Defense is attacked 3 million times a day, and it's true. Everybody is attacked. Anybody can do it. People say, well, it's China and Russia, but there could be, some kid in Latvia doing the same thing. I mean, it's an individual act. It doesn't require a sleeper cell. It doesn't require any, ammonia or explosives. It's just an act. And yet it's an act which can shut this country down. Shut down its electricity system, its banking system, shut down really anything that we have to offer.
Larry, if you slap a Ron Paul bumper sticker on your car, does that mean you might be a domestic terrorist? Take a look at this report. It's called the Modern Militia Movement. It was compiled for authority, but was linked. Is that a political statement, or could that sign help identify militia members, domestic terrorists?
Well, listen. We are extremely determined to uncover any proxy agents of Hamas and Hezbollah, and we've been successful right now in regards to Mr. Galloway.
You don't have to uncover me. I'm an
these organizations. We will be looking into these organizations in Canada that have invited him. Their links to terror groups as well. That's the mandate.
That's a very serious threat. I was actually to speak in the one of the major churches in Toronto, so there's just a warning there that they're going to be looked into. This is the kind of government, for the moment, that Canada has. The good news is the election's coming up soon, and they're going to be swept away, just like the Bush government.
We want to make sure
were
that the hate that the Hamas organization teaches will not reach children in Canada. And we're going to do our utmost to see to it that proxies of radical Iran are kept away from Canada.
Okay,
are you going to try and get into Canada?
I'll be there on the border, and if I can't cross the border, then I'll address those who want to hear me in Canada by other means. There are plenty of other means. We're not at the mercy of your friend in
if
Toronto.
he uses those other means, if he uses those other means, we will see to it that the Canadian government will be monitoring every individual and organization that will have anything to do with it. Again, no funding from Canada.
It sounds like it's going to be a battle of the loud hailers.
These are very venal and brute threats which are being made by your guest against Christian groups and other peace groups in Canada. And that tells you all you need to know really about them. My views on Afghanistan are that I want to save Canadian and British and American and other NATO troops from needless and pointless deaths. I want to bring them home. Whether you agree with me on that or not, surely I have the right to speak about it, and a debate is what's required. And you can't get debate by excluding people.
On that note,
this is not a freedom of speech issue.
I'm afraid on that we have to leave it there. Mr.